The 10th leader of the indigenous people of Biafra IPOB, Nnamdi Kanu, has given the nod to his legal team to appeal against the ruling of the Court of Appeal, staying the execution of judgment that quashed the terrorism charges brought against him by the federal government. Justice Haruna Samnami had, in its ruling last Friday, granted the application by the federal government to stay the execution of the judgment pending the hearing and determination of its appeal at the Supreme Court. The judge held that the counter affidavit filed by the legal representation of Kanu against the federal government's application was misleading. However, in a statement yesterday, lead counsel to IPOB, Ifeanyi Ejiofor, disclosed that the legal team, headed by Chief Mike Ozekome, has received instruction from the detained IPOB leader to challenge the ruling at the Supreme Court. The statement reads, I visited Onyendu Kanu today, that was yesterday, at the headquarters of the State Security Service, DSS, Abuja, to specifically brief him on the outcome of the Court of Appeal ruling of Friday last week, staying the execution of Onyendu's appeal court judgment. Apart from critical legal strategies, which will remain private, Onyendu did not hesitate in giving our legal team a nod to immediately proceed with an appeal at the Supreme Court against the ruling of the Court of Appeal, staying the execution of its judgment, which expectedly is to be had under the Supreme Court fast-track rules. Procedures towards an expeditious hearing of the appeal was agreed upon, and we are very hopeful that it shall still end in praises. God being our helper, as we had earlier stated, be assured that the Court of Appeal judgment, which vindicated Onyendu and consequently discharged him of every bogus allegation, still subsists. It has not been set aside. Onyendu's legal team, eminently led by Chief Mike Ozekome, SAN, will vigorously pursue an appeal at the Supreme Court against the ruling of the Court of Appeal, staying the execution of Onyendu's landmark victory at the Court of Appeal. Federal government, in the notice of appeal, it hinged on 7 grounds. 1, the apex court to stay the execution of the judgment. The appellate court delivered on October 13. The appellant, among other things, contended that the appellate court panel erred in law and occasioned a miscarriage of justice when it relied on the manner Kanu was renditioned from Kenya to Nigeria after he jumped bail the trial court granted him in 2017 to quash the entire charge against him. The Court of Appeal had, in an unanimous judgment, now under appeal, accused the federal government of flagrantly violating all known laws in the way it forcefully rendered Kanu from Kenya to the country for the continuation of his trial. Ailing Nigerian President Buhari to undergo complicated surgery to remove cancerous tumor in UK hospital. Meanwhile, sources said even though the procedure will keep President Buhari away for at least 2 weeks, he refused to hand over to Vice President Yemi Osibanjo. According to a report, all is now set for President Muhammadu Buhari to undergo surgery for the removal of a mass in his body believed to be cancerous at Royal Brompton Hospital in the United Kingdom. According to Sahara reporters, the hospital is situated at Sydney Street, London, SW3 6NP. Meanwhile, sources said even though the procedure will keep President Buhari away for at least 2 weeks, he refused to hand over to Vice President Yemi Osibanjo. The term mass in medicine is a lump in the body. It may be caused by abnormal growth of cells, a cyst, hormonal change, or an immune reaction. Also known as tumors, they can start in any one of the trillions of cells in our bodies. They grow and behave differently, depending on whether they are cancerous, malignant, non-cancerous, benign, or precancerous. According to a report from Asarok, he said, our principal, President Buhari, is to undergo a complicated surgery procedure in the UK. And meanwhile, the procedure is more complicated than being revealed by Femi Adesina and other presidential aides, the presidential source said. It is a procedure to remove a mass inside his body, believed to be done at Royal Brompton Hospital. He will be gone for 2 weeks, but could stay longer. He had earlier pushed the treatment till further notice, but his doctors warned him to do it now or die. Unfortunately, he refused to hand over to Vice President Osibanjo as usual. President Muhammadu Buhari is scheduled to depart Abuja from Seoul, South Korea, on a 5-day official visit to the Asian country, a source has said. Nigeria's First Minister of Aviation, Chief Mbazulike Amaechi, is dead. Amaechi, who is the only surviving minister of the First Republic, died early Tuesday morning at the age of 93. He was born on June 16, 1929 in Nnewi South local government area of Anambra State. Popularly called the boy is good, the elder statesman obtained his bachelor in political history from University of Beverly Hills in 1985. He was the oldest living member of the Zikist movement. May his soul rest in peace. Of course, a lot of us who are subscribers of this channel, who have been viewing this channel and several Igbo channel, will know Mbazulike Amaechi. He has been, outspoken on several matters concerning the Igbo and Biafra. He's among those who approached Buhari, who went to Aso telling Buhari to release Nnamdi Kanu prior to even this appeal court judgment. So he'll be greatly missed. These are true Igbo statesmen that, we love them. We love them because they are not lukewarm. They speak when they're supposed to speak. They speak on matters that concerns Igbo. They believe in the well-being of Igbo people. So this man will be greatly missed. Amaechi Mbazulike, rest in peace. And for on Nnamdi Kanu's case, he has given his legal team the nod to proceed to Supreme Court. Federal government has gotten another appeal court judgment denying him, despite that the earlier judgment said he was discharged and acquitted. They got another judgment for a stay of execution. But for those who doesn't understand, that doesn't mean the idea of the earlier court that he was discharged and acquitted has changed. No, has not changed the statute. But the only thing the federal government got an approval for is a stay of execution. So it doesn't mean he was not discharged. Based on what an analyst said, Nigerian government will never get a judgment against Nnamdi Kanu at the end of the day. And the Southeast governors had advised a political solution or even going to the negotiation table. Have a chat with him, discuss with him, dialogue. What do you want? And this, that might be how this case will end up. Somebody also suggested he could be dropped off in a Strait of Kenya without notice, because they have no case based on the manner at which he was brought into Nigeria. Well, we are not surprised Buhari failed to hand over to Osibanjo. You remember what happened the last time he handed over to him somehow? Osibanjo sacked his Buhari's chief of staff also. What was his name? The other guy, I think he was DSS chief as at then. But a lot of people said the country moved forward. So why won't Buhari? He's spending like 2 weeks away. Why won't he hand over? And there are some news in some corners that he is applying the Zik method. When you notice there might be trouble in the country, you run away. During the prior to the Civil War, during the coup, 1966 coup, it was hard. Based on what we read, they said Zik had to leave. Take a sick leave. I'm sick, I'm this. He traveled, haven't seen what is coming. There is a rumor I don't know, it's not a rumor, it's in the news. the Americans raised alarm that there could be a possible terrorist attack in Nigeria. And it's like the Nigerian government is taking it lightly. And before you know it, they moved out all their embassy staffs, everybody. They were moving them out. And that's made it more fearful. For them to, as if they have seen it coming. And up till now, the Nigerian government is still dismissing the report that nothing is happening. What do you think? And this is where we draw the curtain on this one. We shall be back again. Stay tuned to the channel. Please, if you have not subscribed, subscribe, please. Share this video widely. Bye-bye just for now.